In neuroscience, they speak of background consciousness, which is very much equivalent to our store consciousness. In Buddhism, we speak of store consciousness as the part of consciousness that operates always day and night. Store is capable of receiving information, storing information, and process information and learn. And when you drive a car, it is store consciousness that is driving and not your mental mind consciousness. In the beginning, when you learn driving, you have to use your mind consciousness. You have to focus your attention. It's difficult. But in the process of doing so, store learns. And finally, you don't have to think about it, and you can drive like that, with your mind thinking about other things. So it is store consciousness that is practically doing most of the things, including driving your car. During the night when you sleep, and if your body feels cold, your hand reach out for the blanket. That's store consciousness, not mind consciousness. Your mind consciousness might be in a dream. You might see something that you are swimming in a very icy lake. You can see things like that, and you reach out to the blanket, and that is store consciousness. Mind consciousness is much slower. While you drive, and if you encounter something, and if you can avoid accident very quickly, that is store consciousness. It has learned and react very quickly. And if you wait for your mind to make a decision, it may be too late. And that is why we can conclude that mind is slower and more expensive also, because our brain spend a lot of energy, while our body, our store spend much less energy. And mind consciousness is a kind of consciousness that can, from time to time, stop operating altogether, while store continues always. In the case you are in a coma, mind consciousness might stop completely. When you enter a kind of concentration called no mind concentration, you also stop completely your mind. There's no thinking at all. And mind consciousness can operate jointly with eyes consciousness, ear consciousness, nose, tongue, body. And mind can operate alone. When you shut out all the windows of the five senses, mind can work by its own. And when you practice deep concentration, you can ignore everything happening. You close all the five sense doors, and you are deep in object of meditation with mind consciousness. And mind consciousness can be in a state of concentration, mind consciousness can be in a state of confusion. The opposite of concentration is dispersion. Mind in dispersion. And mind consciousness can be in a state of psychosis. But in the teaching of the Buddha, whether it is mind consciousness or thought consciousness, it has to lean on the body. It cannot manifest without the body. And the body also cannot be on its own without consciousness. So body and mind, they interact. It's like the left and the right. If you think that the body can be without the mind, that is wrong. That is not a living body. That is a dead body. So that is why mind must lean on the body to be mind, and body has to lean on mind in order to be body. Mind and body interact, and they manifest at the same time. You cannot say that the body first and the mind later. No, that is a process of mutual manifestation. And then if you go deeper, you see that mind is a kind of body, and body is a kind of mind. Your body is first of all an object of your mind. Not only your body, but everything else, like a flower or a tree or a mountain. You might think that they are objective things existing outside of your mind. But there is only thing you can be sure of. The mountains, the flower, the trees are objects of your mind. And you cannot demonstrate that these things exist outside of your mind. And you still behave as if they exist outside of your mind. But in this teaching, your body, your environment, everything is object of your mind. And that is why in the teaching of the Buddha, there are 4 realms of meditation. You meditate on your body, you meditate on your feelings, you meditate on your perceptions, and you meditate on the objects of your perceptions, which is object of your mind. Mind is the object of meditation, and objects of mind is an object of meditation. Instead of saying mind and reality outside of the mind. And in Buddhism, we always say mind and objects of mind. So mind and objects of mind, they interact. Without mind, there is no objects of mind. Without objects of mind, there is no mind. And if you go deeply, we see that the notion of mind and matter should be removed. Our distinction between mind and matter is an obstacle. And nowadays, scientists have discovered that an elementary particle is very intelligent. There is mind in it, and it is mind. Somehow it is mind. So when we look at the planet Earth, if we see that it is a block of matter, we are wrong. We have to begin to see the Earth as a living organism. And to describe the Earth as mind only is wrong. To describe Mother Earth as matter only is wrong. We have to transcend both notions. And the same thing is true with us. In Buddhism, we say Namarupa, body and mind. But Namarupa lean on each other to manifest. And yesterday we learned about action. Our action continues always. And our action is a kind of energy produced by us. And energy can manifest itself into mind body again and again. And it is possible, if we live in mindfulness, we can assure a more beautiful continuation in the future as Nama Rupa, mind body. Mind body are not two.